Taro's numbers, and Tata Motors and IOC, which is also going to be on our radars. The first rates then this Friday morning, it promises to be a quiet start, not a shaky one as how the global handover has been. So after just about managing to close at that 11,100 mark, it is indeed a flattish start for us. Those are the first rates on your screen. Reliance starts off tempered, 0.5% higher now after that minute blip up. Biocon, as I see on my screens, is holding out. IOC ahead of the numbers, also holding out. It's a flat start for both the Nifty as well as the Sensex. Marginally soft for the Nifty Bank right now. The good thing is that the breadth has opened starkly in favor of the advances. So you've got roughly about 650 odd names within the NSE universe standing to the advances as we speak right now. Now to some of the movers. So let's see what DRL, Sun Pharma both are up to, given how standout performer these were in trade yesterday. So let's revisit those names. By the way, Reliance is now on the brink of actually breaching 2100. So after what looked like it's going to be a positive start, you're seeing some cool off coming in Reliance, and now it's up the 2100 level. This after a mixed bag of earnings and other things that the street was anticipating that Mukesh Ambani is going to actually present on the sidelines of its earnings. You know, some more details perhaps on where the retail business is headed and maybe an indication of the deal with future retail. That amiss, Reliance is now really all over the place, just about skirting around the 2100 mark. Infosys, of course, has had a positive start today. NIT Technologies was a big mover yesterday, so let's check in on that name as well. Divi's Lab, Apollo Hospitals, and yes, Laurus Labs as well. A smaller name at that, but earnings reaction, stock split as well coming in there. You may want to look out for this name. This could be excited in trade today. It's a comfortable start, Nikuj, and clearly it's IT which is leading after that rub-off from the way some of the FANG stocks performed.
You know, Aisha, with all the naysayers who said, okay, Reliance, nothing great about the numbers and the headroom for Reliance now is limited and the natural short-term direction for Reliance is going to be south rather than north. I think Reliance is doing very well for itself. There was nothing spectacular in the numbers last night, when they were released. The stress on the old economy part is visible. The stress in the retail part is something which everybody knows, but the stock is beautifully holding on. 1% down here or there is perfectly acceptable. I would like to once again point out what is happening in terms of the value transaction, and then Torrent Pharma is something which we don't discuss. Look at Torrent Pharma here. My producer will just fire the first graphs in terms of the volume and in terms of the price change. So Torrent Pharma numbers came out, volume change is strong, price change is strong, it is reacting to numbers. You got ICICI Bank, which is now becoming an underperformer, Aisha. So banks are again becoming underperformers, and minus banks, minus Reliance, what will take the market higher? The question you would ask yourself is that, okay, banks underperformed, Reliance outperformed, that equalized it. Now Reliance could consolidate, and IT has been a surprise mover of 20% in the month of July. So what could be the next trigger for the market, or the next leader of the market which is going to galvanize further gains? Reliance is not going to give you this relentless gain. IT has already given you a 20% gain in the month of July. Banks seemingly are looking weak. So the only way I think things could move in the short term higher is that banks have to come back. Otherwise, there is no large leadership group which in a sense can really galvanize or can really give that impetus for Nifty to stay closer to 11,000.